What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's Oskino to Don here. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Everybody, please run them likes up and drop a comment below based on the content that I'm about to drop to y'all today. So we're gonna talk about the Los Angeles Clippers. Last night they lost to the Denver Nuggets, and the Denver Nuggets not only are they missing Jamal Murray, but Nikola Jokic didn't play last night. Neither did Gordon. So you know, that's a pretty bad loss if you're the Los Angeles Clippers because you're the Clippers. You got four of your best players healthy and playing at the same time. I mean, this is the most games that Kawhi Leonard has played in a row to begin a season since 2016. So right now, injuries are not the problem for the Los Angeles Clippers, surprisingly. But they're losing games that you would think that they should win. I mean, the Denver Nuggets didn't have their MVP. They didn't have their second or third best players, and y'all still lose. Now, like I said, from the jump, when Clippers made the move for James Harden, it took away a lot of the versatility that the Clippers would have, as far as shooting and spreading the court. They can't spread the court like they used to, even with them switching Harden to starting and putting Westbrook as coming off the bench. Westbrook, he's been able to show that he can adjust to roles, but like I said, James Harden never really played defense. He's older now, and he's definitely not as effective as he used to be. Paul George, he shows up sometimes. Like I said, he's I'm gonna start calling him probably gone. The PG is gonna stand for probably gone because if you don't get involved in the game right away, then he's probably gone for the rest of it. Now, what's very interesting about this game is y'all remember DeAndre Jordan, right? Back in the Lob City days when he played on the Clippers. And you know who else played on the Clippers, right? Reggie Jackson. So, I never thought in my life going forward that I would hear of DeAndre Jordan having a game with this stat line. And yes, I'm gonna show the box score because it's still hard to believe that DeAndre Jordan, who only played 2 games prior to last night and really hasn't been getting much playing time the last few years on teams that he's been on. He hasn't been a major part of any team's rotation. However, DeAndre Jordan, yes, DeAndre Jordan dropped 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists on phenomenal shooting percentage. I believe he was 8 for 12 or something like that. I'm gonna bring up the box score just to legitimize the shooting percentage. And Reggie Jackson, you could say he had a career night as well. He had 35 points and double-digit assists. So, yeah, the Clippers definitely don't play defense when DeAndre Jordan can get 21 and 13 on you with 5 assists. Now, I'm not trying to downplay or play DeAndre Jordan, but come on, y'all, let's be real. Been watching basketball, you would never have thought that DeAndre Jordan could get a 20-point double-double at this point in his career. And if you bet and made some money off of it, then hey man, you got some insider knowledge that we need to talk because I need to get my money up too. And what's interesting about that too is I have to say is the coaching, right? The coaching on both sides. Mike Malone proved himself to be one of the greater coaches in the NBA right now. Definitely top 3 to 5 in my opinion. Probably at least 3 in my opinion. Particularly when you could get that type of production out of DeAndre Jordan. Like, yo, where has that been? And Ty Lue, he got a lot to juggle with as far as, all these personalities and stars on his team. I mean, I knew it was going to be a headache with James Harden joining the team because he demands the ball. He demands a lot of control over the ball in order to be effective. And Paul George shot trash last night. I believe it was 2 for 13. So let's take a look at the box score real quick. Let me just see. Give me 1 second. I want to X out this tab. Because when James Harden first joined, they had a 5-game losing streak, and then they won 2 or 3 in a row, I believe. But 2 of those games were to San Antonio, which is the worst team in the league. Them and Memphis are fighting for the worst team in the league, along with Detroit. But as far as the Western Conference goes, San Antonio and Memphis are right up there with each other. Then they beat a Houston team who's kind of like the middle of the pack, but you would expect the Clippers to be able to beat them. But the only good win that the Clippers have had so far is against the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? And Luka has kind of been owning the Clippers for the last couple of years, but you could say that's their only like legit win against a playoff team. And right now Clippers record stands at 7-9. But let's take a look at this box score real quick, y'all, just to verify. All right, so we're gonna look at the Clippers real quick. Paul George, 2 for 13. Terrible shooting. Terrible. And I mean, they don't have Aaron Gordon, which is somebody that would guard Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. So they, as a team, they shot terrible. I mean, you got Paul George 2 for 13, Kawhi Leonard 10 for 26. But he still got his points, 31 points, 8 rebounds. Zubac is really the only one. Zubac and Westbrook are like the only ones that shot over 50% for the team, with a significant amount of field goal attempts. Zubac with 15, Westbrook with 9. James Harden, 7 shot attempts, 11 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. That's that's kind of why Philadelphia wanted to get rid of him, because he knew his production wasn't what it once was. The man doesn't take care of his body, doesn't stay in shape. You should be in shape all year round, particularly if you're talking about you want to be seen in your system. Remember, James Harden said he is the system. I'm not a system player. I'm the system. Well, ain't looking like that, buddy. Maybe back in Houston, where you was the man and you had free reign and could shoot any amount of shots that you wanted, because you didn't have to spread the wealth, because you got 2 other potential all-stars. And, I would call Kawhi Leonard a superstar talent, but not a superstar player, simply because, his availability. In my opinion, you got to be available for a majority of the season to be a real superstar. There's only a few superstars in the league, but everybody wants to deem somebody a superstar. And Westbrook, he had good numbers off the bench, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. But, they were losing this game, and somewhere along the game and the timeline, Westbrook gets into it with a fan, arguing, going back and forth. And it's like, in my opinion, if they was winning, I doubt that this scenario would have even happened. And, Westbrook, like, yo, man, not not everybody deserves your energy. You gotta just focus on playing the game. Like, if you go at everybody that has something to say to you, my man, like, you're gonna just be a distraction to your team. I'm not telling you to change who you are or anything like that, but man, most of these people don't deserve your reaction. That's the reason why they always say something, because they know you're gonna say something. You know what I mean? You're giving them some type of validity whenever you respond to these quote unquote fans. Now let's take a look at the Denver Nuggets stats, which I couldn't believe my eyes, because I did not watch this game. I don't really care for the Clippers or the Nuggets. I'm just covering the topic because I thought when I saw DeAndre Jordan, 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists, shot 8 of 11 field goals, and he got 11 free throw attempts. Like, this is like the what you would call a prime DeAndre Jordan when he was on the Los Angeles Clippers with Chris Paul. They had that against the Clippers. Like I said, the Clippers are weak when it comes to their big men. They really don't have no true big men that could, patrol the paint and keep people from getting easy buckets. Well, DeAndre Jordan had a field day last night. These type of numbers could get the man another contract, with a few years attached to it. And then Reggie Jackson, 35 points, 13 assists. Like that, you don't see Jokic, Gordon, or Murray in this game. They did not play. And y'all still lose, and you get outscored by 20 in the fourth quarter. So, going into the fourth quarter, let's see, what was the score? They had a 11-point lead. They were up by 11 going into the fourth quarter. And you get outscored by 20 and lose to a Denver Nuggets team that doesn't have their best player, second best player, third best player. But you, the Clippers, have your top 4 best players on the team, all healthy, and playing significant minutes. Let's see how many turnovers. Okay, Westbrook only 2 turnovers. That's not bad, but everybody had a few turnovers. As a team, they had 13. Well, that's not too bad, but you still don't want to have that many turnovers. 13 turnovers, and y'all shot 41% from the field and 30% from three, 6 for 20 versus almost 48% for the Nuggets and 45% from the 3-point line. Shot terrible free throws, 15 for 28, and wow, Clippers got more free throws and they shot pretty well, 82%. So yeah, I mean, this just really comes down to effort. It's a lot of reasons why the Clippers, they don't have a lot of players on their team in their rotation that are willing to do the little things to win. Because, like I said, you got 4 players who were all-stars and were number one options on their teams at one point in time. And then, you got like a Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, who really just are in there to kind of score and get their numbers, instant offense. And when you got that combination, it's going to be hard pressed for you to find somebody that wants to play defense and lock down and do the little things. I mean, even those players want to be able to get a chance to shine and get some shots up, but Clippers don't really have any glue guys like that and don't have any leaders. I know people may mention PJ Tucker, but that man is washed. But yeah, that is it today for the Clippers that I'm going to cover. Leave what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from y'all all the time. Y'all keep this channel growing. Definitely hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and run them likes up for me, y'all. Peace and one love.